We all know the legendary Moondrop shoe, the IEM that single-handedly brought down the prices of good tuning in the IEM market. I talked more about that in my lawn video, so I won't rehash all of that here, but long story short, after the Moondrop shoe was released, many more brands follow up with their own budget IEMs that are very well tuned. Now fast forward till today, the shoe now discontinued and replaced with the Shoe 2 and the Shoe 2 DSP. The question now is, are these two competitive in today's very competitive budget market? Let's find out. Let's first start off with what you get with the Shoe 2 and its DSP variant. Both of them have the same exact accessories, one being the travel bag and second being the 3 pairs of silicone ear tips. The build of the IEM is also the same, sturdy metal shell with the same faceplate. The only difference being in the cable. The analog version comes with 3.5 single-ended and the DSP version comes with a USB-C cable. Now overall unboxing wise, it is to be expected from an IEM that costs under $30. There's really not too much to talk about. The only thing that stands out though is the metal shell. Under $50 I would say metal shell IEMs are still pretty rare. And now for the sound. The Shoe 2 and its DSP version, if you plug them both in analog, they sound exactly the same. The differences or the change in sound comes when you use the provided USB-C cable. The Shoe 2 in its analog form sounds quite V-shaped, but also with an extra emphasis in the upper mid-range. Now this makes vocals pop out of the mix more, while at the same time having enough heft in the bass to keep it from being thin. Kind of like Harman-ish in a way, but with mid-bass. The DSP tuning on the other hand tames down the mid-bass by quite a bit and also tames the upper mid-range slightly as well. This makes the Shoe 2 sound much cleaner and more traditionally Harman, you can say, although I would say that it still sounds a bit more balanced than your typical Harman IEM. It's not as thin or as shouty, which in my case, much preferred. Now compared to other popular IEMs under $30, the Shoe 2 stands out as the only V-shaped option that also has an emphasis in the upper mid-range. Other options that you may know focus on different things like the bassy warm 02, the bright and energetic Truth Ear Gate, the vocal-centric 1er and 1er 2, and also the more balanced version of V-shape, the Vivace. So in that aspect, the Moondrop Shoe 2 still definitely has a place in the market even in the competitive year of 2025. Especially consider this IEM if you love a vocal-centric kind of tuning, but you also want the fun that comes with a V-shaped kind of tuning. And consider the DSP version if you like the convenience of a USB-C cable and you want a cleaner / more Harman-ish kind of tuning in general. Under $30, there's not any other IEMs that offer this kind of tuning. Another thing to mention, if I didn't make this clear already, if you do buy the Shoe 2 DSP version and you have an aftermarket analog cable at home, you can use that analog cable to listen to the original shoe's tuning as well. As for how it compares to the original shoe, they're very different. The original shoe now sounds more similar to the Truth Ear Gate and the Moondrop line, being more energetic and bright leaning, whereas the Shoe 2 is more of that fun V-shaped kind of signature, so they completely changed it in the new version. And now let's get into our famous should and shouldn't section. Why should you get the Shoe 2 or its DSP variant, and why you shouldn't? Let's start with the should. Reason number one, if you want a fun V-shaped version of a vocal-centric kind of tuning, the Shoe 2 at under $30 is kind of your only option. Reason number two, you want metal shell and a slightly more premium build overall at a budget price. And number three, this is for the DSP version if you want the convenience, the flexibility, and a super clean tuning that comes with a USB-C cable. And now for the reason not to buy the Shoe 2, and I can really only think of one reason, is that you want a different tuning. You want something that sounds more neutral, something that's less obviously colored, something less exciting overall, then yeah, stay away from the Shoe 2. Other than that, with the build quality that it has, the tuning that it has, and the convenience of the USB-C cable that comes with the DSP version, all under $30, it's quite a steal. But hey, that's just my one man's opinion on the Moondrop Shoe 2 and its DSP version. If you want to form your own opinion, why not visit us at The Hangout? We're located at 200 Southbridge Road, level 1 in Chinatown. Come on down, ask for the Shoe 2 and a DSP version and compare it to our other hundreds of IEMs we have available for demo. But if you're not fortunate enough to be in Singapore, but you feel like the Shoe 2 and the DSP version is the IEM for you, why not consider purchasing from us at hangout.audio or online retail store. We ship shipped globally and for free for orders over $30, which I now just realized both the Shoe 2 and the DSP version are under $30. So if you need an item to help you get over the $30, why not consider buying some dongles from us? I consider the JM12 and JM6 if you've never owned a dongle before, and they're kind of the only dongles you ever truly need. More information in this video. And with all of that said, remember friends, if it's not on the list, it doesn't exist. See you next week.